September 1973, the Syrian ambassador confided to a KGB officer that Arab states had no hope of destroying Israel soon, but would try to shatter its image of invincibility. The KGB later concluded that the ambassador had advanced knowledge of the Yom Kippur War, which broke out less than a month later. This intelligence coup highlighted the depth of Soviet penetration and the complex interplay of trust and manipulation between the KGB and its Syrian contacts. After the Yom Kippur War, Assad was dissatisfied with Soviet-supplied MiG-19s and MiG-21s, and angered by Moscow's refusal to provide the more advanced MiG-23. His displeasure was evident when he withheld congratulations on the October Revolution. Despite a visit from Air Marshal Pokrishkin in 1974, tensions remained. However, Sadat's pivot to the US made Moscow eager to mend ties, resulting in massive arms shipments to Syria, including MiG-23s, tanks and missiles, and the deployment of thousands of Soviet advisors. In 1975, the KGB sought to recruit Syrian Communist Party members for covert operations in Saudi Arabia and Iran. Bakdash and his associate FAID were tasked with finding candidates who were loyal, experienced in clandestine work, and capable of blending in abroad. The criteria were strict. Candidates had to be disciplined, resourceful, and preferably unmarried, with technical skills needed in target countries. This reaffirmed Bakdash's special relationship with Moscow, even as internal party tensions simmered. In 1976, Brezhnev publicly declared Syria the Soviet Union's closest Middle Eastern ally. Yet behind the scenes, the KGB was planting forgeries to stoke Assad's suspicions of Sadat and the US. One such forgery claimed that Sadat's break with the Soviets was orchestrated by Washington. These active measures were designed to reinforce Assad's reliance on Moscow, even as public celebrations of Soviet-Syrian friendship were marred by Syria's intervention in Lebanon and subsequent Soviet criticism. Syria's intervention in the Lebanese civil war in 1976, siding with Maronite Christians against leftist and PLO forces, shocked Moscow. The Soviet press accused Syria of betraying the Palestinian cause, and the KGB secretly funded the Lebanese Communist Party, which opposed Syrian intervention. Arms supplies to Syria were cut, and Assad retaliated by expelling Soviet advisors and removing Soviet naval assets from Tartus. However, as Syrian involvement in Lebanon waned, relations with Moscow gradually improved. After the assassination of Lebanese leader Kamal Jumblat in 1977, Assad sought to repair relations with the Soviet Union. His visit to Moscow was met with a warm welcome from Brezhnev, and he declared that Soviet-Syrian relations had overcome all difficulties. Soviet arms exports to Syria soared, exceeding $1 billion in 1978. This renewed partnership was driven by mutual opposition to Sadat's peace overtures with Israel and the Camp David Accords. Assad's hostility to Sadat's visit to Jerusalem and the Camp David Agreement led to secret meetings with Palestinian factions. In December 1977, Assad authorized a meeting in Damascus with the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine to discuss plans for assassinating Sadat. These covert operations underscored the high stakes and deep mistrust that characterized Middle Eastern politics during this era. In the late 1970s, the Soviets again